What if you could play PC VR games on your Quest without having a PC? Honestly, this could be one of the biggest things to come to the Quest platform ever if this is true. Currently, you have software like Plutosphere that you can actually have a virtual PC connected to your Quest 2 and wirelessly play PC VR without needing an actual PC, just needing a good internet connection. And while it's cool, it runs on a virtual machine, which comes with its own set of issues installing the software on the machine. Well, on Reddit a few days ago, a user named Technical Throwaway posted both a picture and some information and a short video of something called Avalanche. Now, last month, Brad, yes, sadly it's Bradley, tweeted on Twitter about Quest V24 firmware that Samulia, one of the awesome deep divers of Quest update code, had gone back and seen in Quest Update V24 references to something called Oculus Avalanche. And the code string specifically said Avalanche Cloud Gaming Infra Enabled, indicating that Avalanche could be a code name for a cloud gaming streaming type of software that was being tested internally. Now, keep in mind that all of this is speculation, and there is not any confirmation from Meta or anyone that any of this is actually true. But the post on Reddit having the Avalanche Alpha name, as you can see on the screen here, matches up with the code string from V24. So what is Avalanche? Well, we don't know exactly what it is, except for that the person that posted it on Reddit did make a couple of comments, specifically stating, I pressed it, and it said finding server for 20 seconds or so, and then loaded Oculus Home. That's the PC Oculus Home, just in case you were wondering, for about 15 seconds. It was really decent frame rate, but with a little bit of lag. Then a spinning ring came up and stayed like that. Anyone else got this working? So it seems to indicate the person that posted this on Reddit, if this is accurate, that when they clicked on the Enable Avalanche Alpha link, it connected them to a server and then put them into Oculus Home. Very similar to what AirLink does if you're connecting to your local PC. Why is this such a big deal? Well, this could be a massive deal if Meta is actually working on a platform where you can play PC VR games through streaming. Currently, we don't know anything about it or whether it's actually true, so I'm just going to make some speculative comments really quickly. It seems to indicate that this is running some sort of software for Oculus Home. We don't know if there's actually the ability to use the desktop inside of this Oculus Home. It might not be a virtual PC as much as it is a virtual version of Oculus Home where you can play PC VR Oculus games. I don't know if we would be able to play Steam VR games. I would hope we could, but my feeling is if they create this, they're probably going to design it to play games on the Oculus platform, locked to the Oculus platform. Not a PC per se, like a virtual PC, but a virtual PC Oculus Home. Something that allows you to play Oculus Home games, but not necessarily use a virtual PC for, which still would be amazing. The problem with all of this is, number one, we don't have any confirmation of it. Number two, it's going to take a pretty good internet connection and a pretty close server for you to be able to actually make this work and get a decent latency. Having tested out things like Plutosphere, and while it's cool and playable, it's definitely not perfect. Sadly, it's Bradley also wrote on Twitter saying that the Redditor actually contacted him directly and told him that they were able to get into a totally remote game of Asgard's Wrath via a UK Wi-Fi 5 session, which in and of itself is pretty impressive. Asgard's Wrath is a huge game, and if it's true that they jumped into the game, it sounds like this isn't a virtual PC because that game would take a very long time to download and they were only on it for a very short period of time. So it's possible that these games are actually streaming kind of like other streaming game platforms where you don't install them on a virtual PC, you just play them through the cloud. Something like PlayStation has with their PlayStation streaming service where you can play some of their games through streaming, not by downloading them to your PS5 or your PS4, which would make it even better because it's just instantaneous gaming. This could be one of the most massive things to come to the Quest if it makes its way to the platform for a public release. What do you think, though? Are these images in the video, are they accurate? Do you think it's something that somebody actually got access accidentally to? Let me know in the comments what you think. Now let's just talk about a few other news and updates. Stride, the parkour type of action game, now has multiplayer mode coming next month for Quest and for PC VR as well. This will be a big update for this platform as it adds in the social aspect to Stride. Stride is a lot of fun, and I really like the mechanics of the game. But having a multiplayer is going to be great, and you can see some of these environments that are being jumped around in look like a lot of fun. You can customize your avatar, and there's different games you can play, so that'll be great. Also launching in June is First Person Tennis, which is coming to the Quest store next month. Now, this game is technically on App Lab already. It's just been approved for a full release on Quest. Not sure if there's any updates or differences. Have you played this game? I haven't really tested it all that much. I think I played it once when it first came out on App Lab, and it seemed pretty cool, but I might jump back into it now that it's getting an official release and do a video for the BMF VR gaming channel just so people can get an idea of what the game is and how it functions. Speaking of that, go to the link down in the description and please subscribe to BMF VR Gaming, the brand new channel where I'm showcasing more gameplay for Quest VR games. Zenith is also getting its biggest update, I believe, since its launch, and that's called Celestial Throne. It's supposed to add dozens of hours of new content, including 6 instanced dungeons. So if you're longing for more content for Zenith because you've already beaten everything that they have, then you'll be happy to know that the Celestial Throne is launching in the near future. Also, there's another new game coming to the Quest that just popped up in the coming soon section of the Quest store called Wings 1941. This is kind of like a voxel style game where it's a bullet hell co-op game. I have not played it. Kind of reminds me of that Shooty Skies Overdrive game I played on the channel a very long time ago. Also launching this week actually is The Last Clockwinder. I believe that's supposed to launch on June 2nd as well. I'm actually very much looking forward to The Last Clockwinder, which is a puzzle style game. I think it's going to be great fun to play. Cities VR is also getting an update on June 9th called the Metro and Traffic Routing Update. The tweet by Cities VR on May 25th says, "This free update allows your citizens to travel over and underground while also providing mayors with improved tools to direct the flow of traffic." So it's just adding more into this already massive game. Lastly, Painting VR is getting an update which adds in-game tutorials and an expo mode, which looks pretty awesome. It actually allows you to go through your portfolio of artwork and select pieces to hang on the walls around you. You can hang them wherever you want. You can even change their scale, and it allows you to really create a personal gallery, which is pretty awesome. Paint VR launched just recently, and it has even more updates coming in the near future, including things like multiplayer. Having the ability to create art in VR is just so much fun, and there are a couple of different awesome experiences on the Quest that make it a very enjoyable experience. And that's pretty much all I've got for you, but let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this potential new streaming platform. Do you think it's something that you would use, and how do you think it'll go over with the Quest fan base if they could play PC VR games instead of playing Quest games? Let me know down in the comments, and if you want to get the most out of your Quest and your Quest 2, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications, and you can check out more of my videos right there on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe, and happy questing.